of Russia.
I don't know if I'm dead or alive. I don't even know if I'm in heaven or hell. But I'm back home where I belong. I can feel how my soul is stretched thin by my entire life experience. This can't be heaven. I remember what happened after I killed my former company commander. And when I was apprehended by his loyalists, we didn't go through any sloppy process, not for me. Instead, they decided to seize the moment for themselves and keep collecting on the former company commander, the greedy land baron, Gustav. Gustav's wealthy family kept sending him gifts, and the men under him decided it was their turn for the high life, and my turn to be gotten rid of and silenced. Since I was a hero to some, they didn't kill me. Often I wish they had. What happened was, I got rolled out in front of the whole company, which amounted to me being flogged in front of everyone, and then demoted to command of the worst squad in the company, which I assumed only existed for them to blame their shortcomings on. And they did. When the people above me didn't make the pushes that Stalin wanted, they blamed us, and away to the front lines we went, losing men and replacing them with other cowards and washouts from other companies, men who had no business serving alongside me, but I defended with my life all the same. For us, it was straight into the jaws of the great beast at the Battle of Stalingrad, where the front lines changed hour by hour, like teeth mashing thousands of soldiers every day. It was in this environment that me and my men were ground down day by day. When we did anything good, they took the credit from us. And when we didn't perform up to their expectations, they withheld our food and sometimes our mail. During a particularly bad pushback by the Nazis, my men lost hope in our mission, and I wasn't able to regain their confidence in the face of battle. So we ended up devolving into men running for their lives, resulted in the loss of more than half of my squad. And for that, I was demoted once again and shipped closer to my home in a final effort to silence and get rid of me, possibly as a deserter. Now, as a lowly vice colonel of the Unifications troops, I command a few no-good volunteers around the town of Togliatti, which is just on the other side of the river from my hometown of Samara, where my wife and son should be staying at our mother-in-law's house. My time at Togliatti is spent pouring through the missing persons reports generated by the people of the town, who I have personally conscripted as volunteer field reporters, which is the paradox, since conscripts are obligated to serve and volunteers obviously are not. But I told them anything they don't report will only hurt them, not me. So in that way, they were morally obligated to report missing persons and troop movements by the enemy. I don't find my wife and son's name in the pile of missing persons reports that stack up every day. But I'm smart enough to know that not everybody gets reported. And the only way for me to know for sure that they're safe is to be proactive and take the initiative. So I sent a few good boys and their older sisters, whom I know I could trust, and I sent them to find news of my family as well-paid mercenaries. I remember my horror to hear that my mother-in-law's house was abandoned, along with the rest of the people on her side of the town. These same boys and girls I hired as mercenaries had told me that the adults in the area told them to beware of the hills, specifically the hills that overlook the river, the hills of Bakulovo Forest, which conveniently leads them to a notoriously unmapped piece of Russian wilderness. The perfect place to set up a secret base. The Nazis are known for rounding up local women for their abuse, and if I'm lucky, I will find nothing out there, and I'll come back to my wife and son. I used what little power I had, and I sent official letters of dispatch to my friends from town, Alexei, Gregory, Konstantin, Horace, Dimitri, and Igor. Days after I get the news of my wife and child, me and my old friends set off to trek the same hills we used to camp as children. With this, we hope to have an advantage over anything we might face out there.